The Ugly Duckling. In a peaceful countryside surrounded by tall reeds, bright meadows, and winding ponds lived a mother duck preparing for the arrival of her ducklings. She had built her nest carefully in a quiet patch of grass beside shimmering water. Soft cattails waved gently around her as she waited for her eggs to hatch. One warm day, the first eggs began to wiggle. The shells cracked, and out popped small, fluffy ducklings, yellow as sunshine and soft as down feathers. They blinked in the sunlight and peeped happily. Their mother quacked with pride. But one egg remained. It was larger than the rest and had a slightly different color. The mother duck watched it closely. At last, the shell broke, and the final duckling tumbled out. But he looked nothing like his siblings. His feathers were gray and uneven. His neck was a bit long, and his beak was larger. He blinked shyly as his brothers and sisters stared wide-eyed at him. "What a big and strange duckling," one duckling whispered. "He doesn't look like us," another said. The mother duck nudged him gently. "He is different, but he is mine," she said kindly. "He needs time to grow." The duck family walked to the pond. Tall reeds swayed around them, and dragonflies shimmered above the water like tiny jewels. One by one, the ducklings stepped into the pond. The water rippled around them like polished glass. The gray duckling hesitated, then slid in. He paddled easily. "Well," the mother duck nodded. "At least he swims beautifully." But life was not easy for the gray duckling. In the barnyard, the other animals stared at him. The hens clucked sharply. The geese hissed. Even the cat snickered as he passed. "That one is ugly," squawked a hen. "Too big." "Too clumsy," scoffed a goose. "He doesn't belong here," muttered another goose. The duckling lowered his head and moved aside. He tried to stay out of the way, but no matter what he did, the teasing continued. His siblings grew prettier and brighter, while he remained gray and awkward. One day, while resting by the barn's wooden fence, he overheard ducks talking. "He is too strange," one said. "Better if he left," another murmured. His heart ached. That night, under a blanket of stars, he slipped away from the farm. He wandered through tall grass and muddy paths. Wind rustled the leaves above. The countryside stretched endlessly with rolling meadows and quiet streams. He found an abandoned marsh where cattails bent over still water. He tried to rest, but the marsh geese woke him. "What are you?" one goose asked rudely. "You're no goose," another said. "And definitely not pretty." Before he could answer, a sharp sound echoed, bang. Hunters were nearby. The ducks and geese scattered in a flurry of wings. The gray duckling dove into the reeds, trembling. Dogs barked, splashing through the marsh, but somehow he stayed hidden until silence returned. He wandered again, shivering from fear and hunger. That evening, snow began to fall. The sky turned pale, and the wind grew cold. The duckling found shelter inside an old farmhouse where a woman, a cat, and a hen lived. He thought he might finally find comfort, but the cat only bragged about catching mice, and the hen bragged about laying eggs. "What do you do?" the hen asked. "I swim," the duckling said softly. "Useless," the cat sniffed. "No one here swims." They teased him until he felt smaller than ever. So once again, he left. Winter grew harsh. Snow covered the fields in thick white blankets. Ice spread across the ponds, turning the world still and silent. The duckling wandered alone, feathers fluffed against the cold. His feet ached. His wings shook. He hid in hollow logs and under bare bushes. One night, frost sparkled across the land like silver dust. The duckling curled into a tight ball, wishing for warmth, wishing he looked like everyone else, wishing he belonged. But spring always follows winter. As days passed, the ice melted. Grass pushed through the earth. Yellow flowers opened like tiny suns. The world woke in color. The duckling stretched his wings. They were stronger now, larger. His feathers felt sleek and smooth. He didn't understand what had changed, but he felt different, lighter, taller, steadier. He followed a breeze toward a wide pond sparkling like polished crystal. Tall willow trees leaned over the water, dipping their branches like soft brushes. White clouds drifted above, drifting slowly across a bright sky. Then he saw them. Gliding on the water were three beautiful swans, their long necks arching gracefully, their white feathers glowing like snow in sunlight. Their movements were smooth and silent, like drifting clouds. The duckling's heart thumped. "They are so beautiful," he whispered. "Too beautiful for someone like me." He looked at the clear water and saw his reflection. He froze. The awkward gray feathers were gone. His neck was long and elegant. His feathers shone white as moonlight. His wings were powerful and smooth. He was not a duck, not a goose, not a barnyard oddity. He was a swan. Two swans glided toward him. "Hello," one said gently. "You look new to this pond." The duckling, now a swan, hesitated. "May I swim with you?" "Of course," the swans answered. As he stepped into the water, sunlight struck him, and his feathers shimmered like polished pearls. Children playing nearby pointed and clapped. "Look! A new swan! He's the most beautiful of all." The swan lifted his head proudly, not with arrogance, but with joy. His heart felt full. He had grown, endured, survived, and become something he never imagined. The water embraced him like home. The sky stretched above him like a promise. And for the first time, he felt truly happy. He belonged, not because he changed to fit in, but because he finally discovered what he had been all along. Moral of the story: you may not see your beauty right away. But with time, growth, and courage, you can become more than anyone ever expected, even yourself.